Hi there. Kent Brindley, the author, South Haven Ram. This is Ask the Author Friday. It's my opportunity to kick back, relax, and have a little fireside chat with you guys over some questions. If you enjoy this content, feel free to subscribe. If you'd like to participate in future weeks for Ask the Author Friday, submit some questions into the comments, and I'll try to get around to them. Thanks. Here we go. Here we go. What is one sound effect that helps to define your childhood? A childhood in sound effects? One sound effect that defines my childhood from the 80s. Yeah, that's a good indicator. That was a pretty good sound effect to define my childhood in the 80s. It meant that I had to drop whatever I was doing because something great was about to happen on the TV. It meant that He-Man or Fat Albert or She-Ra were about to come on. Kind of the same logo with different sound effects. Meant that I was about to behold Filmation's Ghostbusters or Brave Star. And anyway, the Filmation chimes, though, were good for my childhood. Next question. Iconic voice of your childhood. Oh boy. The voiceover artists. It would be so easy to answer John Irwin or Melody Britt. He-Man and She-Ra respectively. Alan Oppenheimer as Skeletor, but also as Man-at-Arms and Cringer and Merman and who knows how many other characters. Nagiri was good too. She belongs on the list. Honestly, I'm throwing a little curveball here. Yeah. An iconic voice would probably be either Peter Cullen's or Frank Welker's. Peter Cullen was not only Optimus Prime, he was the voiceover for the Masters of the Universe toy commercials, and he was also the intro for Voltron. Frank Welker, of course, started out as Fred Jones from Scooby-Doo and moved on to so many iconic roles. I mean, he was from G.I. Joe, he was Dr. Claw from Inspector Gadget, Megatron from Transformers, Soundwave from Transformers, Ray Stantz from The Real Ghostbusters, Slimer from The Real Ghostbusters, Scooter from the GoBots. I mean, I think it was Wild Bill from G.I. Joe. I'm not 100% positive. Anyway, still around today, still doing voiceover work. I'm going to say Frank Welker for some kind of Lifetime Achievement Award. I mean, you stumbled upon your old writings. What do you do now? I stumbled upon my old writings. Oh. Define old writings. I'm talking about like the journals that I kept 20 years ago, and I'll kind of look back at them and kind of chuckle and laugh a little bit. Kind of chuckle. I stumbled across a couple of pieces of fiction work, one of which I wrote just before I entered college, one of which I wrote while I was in college, and I've been tinkering with one of my old scripts, just having a little bit of fun. Saved it in Microsoft 365 so that it could be ported from one computer to the next. That's one way of looking at my old writings. Look at them again and go, you know what? This was interesting. Let me just work on this a little bit. Thank goodness they were saved to a thumb drive. Sweet snacks versus salty. Honestly, I'm a little bit of both, I guess. I do love my Reese's Cups and my Snickers and my Mr. Good bars, but I love chips. I mean, Doritos, Tostitos, Sun Chips, nachos, chips and salsa, just peanuts. I guess I'm unfortunately a little of both. Coke versus Pepsi. Pepsi if it's available. Pepsi if it happens to be available at the time. Or decaf Diet Coke because I'm trying to pick a little bit better option. How do you maintain your shape? Probably all of those chocolates, chips, peanuts, and Pepsis I was just talking about. Let alone the fried food, fast food. The fact that I could have eat a few more veggies. I do a lot of walking. I do a lot of work on the treadmill. I do a lot of swimming. I have been trying to do something called Les Mills Body Pump, and that is a strengthening workout. I'll do that once in a while. Anyway, this has been Ask the Author Friday. Let me know if you have any questions for next week, and I'll get around to them. If you enjoy this content, feel free to subscribe. Thanks. Alright. Yeah. Anyway. Thanks. I'll see you next time. I couldn't resist.